seeing the miracle of the night of Lailatul Qadar, this NASA scientist converted to Islam. The night of Lailatul Qadar is a powerful night and has special features compared to other nights. The night of Lailatul Qadar falls on the last 10 days of the month of Ramadan. Muslims usually compete to increase their worship in order to get the night of Lailatul Qadar. Lailatul Qadar is a night that is better than 1,000 months. This special night of Lailatul Qadar is not without reason. NASA found this evidence and even converted one of NASA's scientists to Islam. Check out the review as follows. Scientific evidence of the night of Lailatul Qadar. Muslims believe that the night of Lailatul Qadar is a very special night. On that night, Allah sent down the Quran to the face of the earth as a revelation received by the Prophet Muhammad. NASA has scientific evidence that can be used as data and facts that the night of Lailatul Qadar is a special night. NASA acknowledged that there was one night among the last 10 days of Ramadan that was different from normal nights. Egyptian scientist Dr. Abdul Basit Muhammad revealed that on the night of Lailatul Qadar, 10,000 celestial bodies and 20,000 meteors which usually hit the earth suddenly stopped. NASA scientist converts to Islam. According to Abdul Basit, this information was conveyed by a NASA scientist named Karnar. However, he couldn't really convey the truth because it was covered up by NASA. Apart from that, Karnar also later decided to convert to Islam, and he was fired by NASA. Karnar is considered to have disseminated information to the public without permission, so data evidence cannot be provided for this explanation. It was even said that this information was deliberately kept secret so that the world community did not really know about it. This is because it is feared that people will convert to Islam in droves. What is Lailatul Qadar night? The night of Lailatul Qadar is the night that is dreamed of by all Muslims in the world. The reason is, Allah sent Gabriel and the angels into the world, as well as blessings and forgiveness from Allah to anyone who worships that night. This is in accordance with the hadith, which means, whoever performs worship on the night of Qadar with faith and sincerity, his past sins will be forgiven. And whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan with faith and sincerity, his past sins will be forgiven. Sahih Hadith, narrated by Al-Bukhari, 1768 and Muslim, 1268. Signs of the night of Lailatul Qadar. The Prophet Muhammad also said about the signs of the night of Lailatul Qadar. Indeed, the signs of the arrival of Lailatul Qadar are that on that night the sky is really clear and bright, as if there was a moon emitting its light. The atmosphere that night was so calm, quiet, and had a different style than usual. And that night, the air did not feel cold or hot, and, in the sky, no shooting stars, meteors, were seen until morning arrived. And another characteristic of it is that the next day, the sun in the morning will rise with moderate light. The sun does not emit light that is too hot, bright, and will only shine like the moon. Because in the morning the devil is not allowed to come out at the same time the sun rises. H.R. Ahmad in Majma' az-Zawaid, and his figures are considered all dasika. The arrival of the night of Lailatul Qadr is actually a secret of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only a little information was conveyed by the Prophet Muhammad regarding when this glorious night would come. This includes the last 10 nights of Ramadan and odd nights. While the physical characteristics can be seen from the moderate temperature, at night there are no stars, and in the morning the sun shines brightly but doesn't feel hot. These physical characteristics have actually been discovered by the American National Space Agency, NASA. However, they did not publish the truth about this strange phenomenon. This was stated by the head of the Institute for Scientific Miracles of the Quran and Sunnah in Egypt, Dr. Abdul Basit as-Sayyid. Abdul Basit as-Sayyid emphasized that about 12 years ago, NASA discovered the characteristics of the night of Lailatul Qadar as expressed by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He regretted that this matter was not immediately responded to quickly by Arab millionaires who had the financial resources to carry out in-depth studies. This statement quotes an expert at NASA, Karnar, as quoted by the Egyptian daily Al-Waft. Expert Karnar finally converted to Islam and had to lose his position at NASA because he revealed the truth to the Egyptian daily Al-Waft. According to him, NASA discovered that one night a strange phenomenon occurred because no meteors fell into the Earth's atmosphere and the air temperature was moderate. In fact, on a normal night, the number of meteors that fall into the Earth's atmosphere is around 20 meteors. This is in accordance with the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, which says that on the night of Lailatul Qadar the sky looks very bright, but there are no shining stars. That night the air temperature was neither hot nor cold or moderate. Karnar added that in the morning NASA also discovered that the sun was shining brightly, but there was no light radiation at all. This is also in accordance with the Prophet's saying that in the morning the sun shines brightly, but does not feel hot. So where did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ know this knowledge? Of course, from the Almighty Essence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. NASA often receives criticism from Islamic experts because it often hides truthful facts about the Quran. However, whatever NASA is hiding does not matter to those of us who believe in the truth of Islam, not from a scientific perspective, but because of faith and devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.